In case you don't know how to invest in the Nigerian stock market, you've been hearing news, seeing the all share index jumping, seeing how banks are gaining, and a lot of companies are actually shooting in price, and you're wondering, how can I take advantage of this? This video is for you. So in today's video, I'll walk you step-by-step process, and after I've explained to you everything you need to get your account set up, I'll recommend the stockbroker I used in executing my trade, and also I will show you how to navigate your way using that platform. So in case you need any of this information, stick to the end and ensure you actually get every information that I'm sharing here, because that is what you need to get started. So the first thing you need to get is a brokerage account. So there are a lot of brokers. I'll link them like banks, just as you have banks and you want to open bank accounts. So you can actually open with any of them, but you actually know which is actually good in different features or different services. So when you talk about payment, you talk about online, you talk about fast transaction, you can actually differentiate and know which one to go. So that is how this brokerage house work. Also, some are third party. They have to partner with another license holder to be able to execute trade. So as you are placing order, it's passing through them. You don't want to walk through those, but of course, you know, they have to grow, they have to start somewhere. But if you have some little challenge, or maybe the charges are much, that is actually the cost, or it may be the cost of those experience. But I want to encourage you to stick to the broker I used, which I can testify because I've actually used it to buy, sell, and I've used it for over a year now, and so far they've been amazing in their services and in their customer care, and that is what I want to introduce you in this video. So for you to get your account set up, you need a brokerage account. You need a broker. There is no way you can do it. There are some people that try to see if they can boycott and buy stock without it. You can't, except somebody somewhere is just deceiving you. So this stockbroker, you must ensure that they are SEC approved, they have their license. You don't want to trade with a broker whereby tomorrow or next tomorrow they are gone. But mind you, even though when they are gone, your shares are still intact. But all I'm saying is you want to ensure that they are SEC registered, they are approved, they have license, so that you ensure that you are trading with the right platform. And if you are trading with the right platform, your money is safe. So for you to get started, the first thing you need is a bank account. So you actually need a bank account that you transact with. So why do you need a bank account? So that when you want to make withdrawal, the money will deposit into your account. But if you don't have a bank account, there is no way they can pay you. So for you not to have bank account, they won't allow you to register, because by the time you pay money in, how will you withdraw it? You understand? There's no other way. So that is why you need to have a bank account. That's the first thing you need to have, which I'm very sure a lot of you watching this video, you already have a bank account. I don't care the name of the bank account, but try get a bank account that you can rely on, that you use, that you can leave millions inside, or that you can leave thousands inside. Not the ones that you say I use only for transaction. Every time the balance is 1,000. You understand what I'm saying? Use a bank that when you have issue, you can go to their office and rectify such issue. Not the one that you will not know where they are, you don't know anything about them. Please, you understand what I'm saying? So get a bank account. So once you get a bank account, for you to be a citizen of Nigeria, or you live in Nigeria, or you've been doing business in Nigeria, for you to get a bank account, after you got in a bank account, you need to have your BVN. So these are the things you need to actually open your brokerage account. That is what I'm sharing now. The first one, you need a bank account. Once you have a bank account, you need what? A BVN. So your BVN is what will be used in generating your CSCS account. So it will prove that you are a Nigerian, that you have a bank account. So sometimes you want the names on your BVN and the names on your bank account to be the same, to avoid your account to be on pending, because when it's different, they have to now reach out to you to ask, okay, which of them do you want to use, or try and rectify your differences, or any of that. The customer care unit will reach out to tell you if there is such challenge. But for you to know that you have a smooth account opening process, you need to have your BVN. So after you have your BVN, the third thing you need to have is your proof of address. So you need to submit a utility bill. So for Nigeria, we are used to electricity bill, so you can submit that. In case you don't have that one, you can submit your bank statement. Your bank statement can be used in place of your utility bill. So there are a lot of utility bills. Some people have water bill, some people have waste bill, a lot of those bills. So the beautiful thing about all these bills is just a proof of address, that where you claim that you reside is actually where you reside, so that you not say you reside in A and your address is showing B. So everything needs to be in line. So you need your bank statement in case you don't have a utility bill. So question, must utility bill be on my name? Of course, no. We understand the Nigerian system that a whole maybe 6 block of flats might be using one form of payment, as in everybody has to contribute and they will pay, and the name of that prepaid or that invoice will be in the name of the landlord. So in situations like that, your name must not be there, but let it be that that address that you say you are staying at, flat 2 or flat 3, is showing on that receipt that this is the address that this building is residing on. Because you might be thinking that I shared apartment, I don't have a separate bill that is on my name. No, it's just the address. We understand how the housing system works in Nigeria, so we can't impose that your name must be there, except we get to that point, you understand, where you own your house as a reason of investing in stocks. So that's when your name will now be on your utility bill, that you are not afraid of bills, you can pay bills. So that is what you need to do. And just in case you are opening an account through online, you might need to write, you might need to sign your signature either online. There are some platforms that can create that technology where you can just sign online by moving your hands on the screen and your signature will be captured. While some require you to actually sign on a plain sheet of paper and you take a screenshot and you upload it, and ensure you sign very well, you understand, so that it will be same with your signatures that you have in your bank or that you've been using. So once you're done, you upload it, and also your passport photograph. So you need to have a passport so that it will be attached to your account, so that we can actually know who we are dealing with. That's why we call it KYC, know your customer. So you need to know your customer so that you'll be able to tell that this guy is not bringing fraudulent money to come and trade. He's actually working, he has an address, and he has a face attached to his account. So he's not actually doing it for negative reasons, so to speak. He's actually trading to make money, to live a better life, to give the family what they need, and to be able to live a stress or a bill-free life. When you see bill, you rejoice because you know your money can pay, you know your dividends can pay for it. So that is few things that you need to know. So your passport, you upload it just in case you are doing it online. If you're not doing it online, you have a physical form, you attach your passport to it, you scan and send to whoever sends you the form, and there you have a relationship with the company, which is the brokerage firm. So question, which of the brokerage firm do you want to recommend with us? Hold on, I just gave you some list. So I said you sign and you do your passport. Then you ask, what is the next one? The next one is your ID. We need to have a identification card to know that either you are a Nigerian or you are a foreigner. So you can either use your NIN, you can use your voter's card, and you can use your international passport. So these are the recognized, I beg your pardon, you can also use your driver's license. So these are the IDs you can actually provide. If you're in Nigeria, getting an NIN, I think, is not a big deal. And also for BVN, they have a code *565*0#. You can use it to actually get your BVN in case you don't have it handy or you don't have it on your phone. And your ID, of course, you can't say you are staying in Nigeria and you don't have ID. You should. Your NIM is okay for that. And with all this, you are good to go. And the last one that is very, very important that you need to have is the money to deposit. So I used to say I must have money for an open account. If you have faith, I actually open my account because I have faith. I open my account without knowing where the money will come from. And guess what? My sister just called me that please let me to hold this money. And she gave me the money. And what did I do? I deposited it into my trading account and started trading. So if you have faith, you can actually open your account, and maybe before your login details will be sent to you, the money will be available. Because now you have reason that you need the money. Formerly, you don't have reason. You are just joining everybody to complain. The country is hard. Everything is this, that. You understand? But now you have a reason. I want to trade. I want to invest. I want to get interest. I don't want my money to be sitting down in the bank. So once you get all these things set, you don't need to leave your money in the bank and it's just there Personally, once I receive money, I pump it into my trading account and leave the remaining ones for expenses. It's safe for me because of all this fraud that happens. You don't know the banks, somebody might hack, and they say they drain some money and all that. So if you hack my card, my anything, the highest you see maybe is 10,000, 20,000, just daily expenses. So all my money is in my brokerage account. So when I need it, I send an email and I get credited and I use it. And it might be there, I might use part of it to buy stocks and leave the rest and be watching, depending on how the market works. So that's my own strategy. I see some people, they have millions, they'll just leave it in their account. No. If that's your daily expenses or that's what you spend in a month, maybe 10 million, 5 million, it's fine. But if it is not it, why will you leave your money there for 1 month, 2 months, and nothing is there? It's either you fix it, put it in fixed income, and let it just grow. There is no time. You can't watch my channel and you just leave money, you don't know what to do. You should. Even though it's 10,000 naira, you should know what to do with it. So with this, I want to believe I've been able to break down some things you need to know, the things you need to have for you to open a brokerage account. So let's come back again. I said number 1, you need what? A bank account. Once you have your bank account, you are good to go. The next thing, which I believe you should have, because you actually have your bank account before they introduce BVN. So that's why I say you need to have a bank account. So the next step is your BVN. So once you have your BVN, I said the next thing to do is your proof of address, which I said you can either use a utility bill or a bank statement. And after that, what do you want to do? You want to use a passport or your signature. These are the things that you need if you are doing it online. But if you're not doing it online, if you're filling a form, of course you fill that aspect also. You sign and you attach your passport. And the next thing is your ID. So you need to have your ID card, which serve as a proof of what? Identity. So once you have that, you are good to go. So the question you want to ask, which platform do you recommend? For me, I use Leadcapital. And one thing I like about Leadcapital is the fact that they have an interesting platform where you can buy and sell, you can do all your transactions, and you can also do fixed income on the app also. And one aspect a lot of people ask is app, because we know that we are in a technology age. So the app is very, very unique, which is called the Lead Trader app. So you can place trade at the comfort of your home, buy and sell. Gone are those days where you just have to make call. I'm not saying you cannot make call, but now it's option. Then that's the only process. That's the only way. But now there are ways. You can actually place your trade yourself through your app, or you call your relationship manager, or you call your broker, you send an order via mail, or you call him, buy this for me, and the trade will be executed on your behalf. So these are some key things you need to know. So after your account is set, there are some things you also need to know, like the CXCS account. So the CXCS is your account number. That is the CXCS is your account number. So as you buy and sell, all these are registered with your CXCS. So in case the broker you opened shut down, either by mismanagement or they couldn't cope again because of the environment, your shares are still intact. The only thing you need to do is to move your shares from that house that collapsed to another house that is still active, and you still see all your shares. So it's a safe system. The government have been able to put a safe system where your money cannot just go into thin air. Everything is being tracked. So once you open your account, most times you'll be connected directly to what we call DCS, which is direct cash settlement. So what do you mean by direct cash settlement? Direct cash settlement is a process where by the time you sell your shares, it has to work with T plus 3, and currently I think is now T plus 2. So after transaction plus 2 days, CSCS will credit your account. So you want to ask, why is it like that? In the past, there are a lot of things that happen in the system that is not right. So for CSCS to make it right, they have to credit your account themselves. So as you sell a share today, in a few days time, it will land in your account. Then you now transfer it back to your trading account, just in case it's stressful. And when you open an account, that is what you experience. You can now fill that DCS form to opt out from that system. That when I sell, I want to see my money, which I think is the best. Because if I sell a share today and I want to take advantage of another share that is down, I can't do it if I'm on DCS. But if I'm not there, my money is still available. I used to buy another shares, which I think that is what everyone should opt out for. But in case you are there directly, fantastic. But if you are still on the DCS, you can get a form, fill it, and you will be opted out. And going forward, you will also be trading without waiting for 2 days, 3 days for CSCS to credit your account. So there's another number that will be attached to your account once you've created it. It is called the CHN, which is clearing house number. So the clearing house number is to show the house where your shares are being housed, where you can actually use to do transaction. So as you open your account, you have a clearing house number. On a norm, the right thing that we're supposed to have in the system is investors will have only one clearing house, but you can have multiple trading platform. But what we have now is every platform you open account with, they create their own clearing house number for you, which is still cool, because you now know that, okay, I have this with this, I have this with this. In case you go for a global search to know your shares that are available, you see them itemized based on the house, and the ones that are still with registrar, you will still have it there. So that is what you need to know about it. So the time for trading is actually the market open by 9:30. You'll be able to place a trade, you'll be able to do some things, but the market open officially by 10. So 9:30 we call it pre-market. So that is when everybody is adjusting their order, doing whatever they want to do before the market will open. So by 10, market opens, and you will see trade cascading, and you can check, you can do your analysis, you can know which one you're buying, the price, the volume, and everything, and you'll be sure of what you are doing. So that is how it works. Then by 2:19, the market will go into what we call harmonization period. So this is a period where they harmonize data. So the best bid will be matched together, and those trades will be executed. So by 2:19, you can place trade, but officially harmonization hour. So by 2:19, we have the harmonization hour. So this period is when best trade, that is supply and demand, that is offer and bid, will be merged together. So the top price will be merged together. So that's what they are going to be doing around this period. That is from 2:19 till 2:30. So 2:30, few seconds past 2:30, all the trades that are being merged together, you see them cascading down, and that is when the market will close. And after the market close, you can now see the prices that all these shares close at. So then you can now tell either the one you bought ended up giving you profit or some negative value. So that is what you need to know. So you need to know some few things again, which I want to share with you before we move straight into the trading platform, where I'll show you how to buy, how to sell, and how to do your transaction. So just stay tuned with me and we proceed together. So now you get your account set. Are you trading or you are investing? These are some questions you need to know. One, I will advise you don't need to buy all the shares. Even though 500 or 200 of them are good, don't buy all. And if you ask anybody, is this share good? Of course, most of the shares you see in few years time, all of them will go up. It doesn't matter the one you're buying, all of them will go up. But the bottom line is, are you doing it for short time or for long time? That will tell how you are going to benefit. Because if you are doing it for a long time, somebody can take the same 1 million you have, and by 3 years, 5 years, the person has 32 million. And you, in that same year, maybe you have 2 million or you have 500,000. All the shares will actually go up. But this person was able to be very, very smart in knowing what to do. While you are happy to share with your friends that you now have UBA, and I have First Bank, and I have Sterling Bank, and all the shares, you have all of them. Once you hear that it's good, you go and buy. So you have to differentiate, are you doing trading or you are doing investing? So some key things you need to know as a newbie, either you live in Nigeria or in diaspora, there are some key things you need to know. For those in diaspora, when I talk about address, for you to open an account, you need to either have a utility bill of the address where you live in Nigeria, and you can use that as your utility bill. And you can also use the address of where you live, or you use that of abroad, then you notarize it. So you need to go to a notary house where such will be done. That is when you will be able to open your account. This is for those in diaspora. So that is what you need to do. One, you either have a bank account, because that's a must, and you can either use your address in Nigeria, or you use your address abroad, then you notarize your address, is very, very key. You have to do that. So in any of which way, you have to know what you are doing. So if you are using your address in Nigeria, you want to be sure everything is intact, and if you are using your address in abroad, you want to notarize everything and get that is if you are using the utility bill of abroad. Maybe you don't have it in Nigeria, so you have to notarize it. But if you have it in Nigeria and you have your money and everything that I've listed when we started this video, you are good to go. So for me not to confuse you, if you're in diaspora, if you have utility bill there, you can, because that's proof of address now. Your identity, you can use international passports, you can even use any of these passports that you want. So for you that is outside, if you are using a utility bill that is in outside, you have to notarize it. But if you are using a utility bill in Nigeria, you don't need that. Once you supply your utility bill and that is the address that you have in your form, you are good to go. So number one thing you need to know is stockbroker. So your stockbroker give you access to buy and sell. So I've showed you guys how to get a stockbroking account. So now I'm just giving you the function of some of these house. For a broker give you access to connect to the NGS so that you can buy and sell. That is the purpose of a broker, without which you can't even buy and sell. You need a broker for you to buy and sell. Number two, you need a registrar. So a registrar is in charge of dividends payment, and also they keep your records. So if you are buying shares today, a registrar have your record. So it is this record that they use in extracting your details, that you get message either through SMS or through email that this company, which is your company which you bought into, they are doing AGM. So that is when they invite you for AGM, for meetings, and some of times they post you some resolutions taken during the AGM for you to be aware, because they actually found your name on their record that you have their shares. So once you sell their shares, your name will no longer be in their record. So that is the work of registrar. So every registrar has names of companies that they actually take care of them in terms of dividends and keeping record of share holders. So if you invest in dividends and you want to get your dividends, you need to find out the company or the registrar that is in charge of the company you bought. So once you discover their registrar, you go online or you reach out to me. I send you their e-dividend mandate form. So you have to fill this form, and you will see where you put your clearinghouse number on the form, which tells where these shares that you are seeking dividends is housed. So it tells you that, okay, for example, I bought Julius Berger. It's telling you where Julius Berger reside based on your CHN, your clearinghouse number. So you can't buy with another broker and you are not filling with another broker. It won't work. So if you have it with Leadcapital, once you open your account with Leadcapital, they send you your CHN number. That is what you will use in filling your form. And in case maybe you don't know or you forgot, reach out to your relationship manager and he or she will be able to say, okay, this is your CHN number. Just in case maybe you cannot get the mail that you receive it. So the CHN number will help the registrar to track where these shares reside, and they compare it with what they have in their record. And during this period that you're filling this form, you will fill your bank details, because that is where the money will be deposited into. So you have to fill your bank details, and once you fill it once, you already have your record. Next year you don't need to fill it anymore. It's just to buy your shares and you earn your dividends. So that is what registrar do. So, and they do also if you want to transfer your shares, and they also keep those records. And what they do again is, if you want to dematerialize your shares, maybe you bought shares those days when they use certificates and you want to convert it to digital shares, registrar and your broker also will guide you in doing so. So that is the work of registrar. So the work of CSCS, they hold your shares. So CSCS hold your shares. So that is why if you said you bought shares 30 years ago, we encourage you to go and do a global search, which is done in CSCS. So CSCS have the record of shares you have. There is a link online also that you can also use to search your name if you have your shares. So once you have your name there, you need to go to their office to do it officially. So all the shares you bought, you never can tell. Your grandfather might be so smart that he bought some shares, but because he's so secretive, he didn't tell anybody. So now is the time to go and search and say, this is my father that is always hiding his password. and you go and search it. And you that you're a dad now, you need to let your kids know all this stuff so that you will be intact, so that in case you are no more, they'll be able to take charge of all these things. Because you can see dividends are just piling up, billions upon billions. Nobody's receiving them because some people don't even know that their dad has such thing for them. And you also is another opportunity to build wealth also through this medium for your own kids. So don't say your kids are small, you can open an account for them, and as you make profit, even though it's 10,000, 20,000, you just keep pumping it there. Before you know it's 100, before you know it's millions, before you know, the child will not suffer for school fees. And imagine a 1-year-old, you start to invest $1 million and you keep compounding. By the time you get to 20 or 19, the money to take care of his school will be available. So you just have to be smart and know what you are doing. So I just share with you that CSCS hold your shares. The brokerage just give you platform to buy and sell. It's CSCS that holds your shares. So that's why I said in case the broker does not exist again, your shares is still with CSCS and your record is still with your registrar. So you see how everything is being arranged for your sake. You understand? So the next thing I want to share with you is NGS. So NGS is a platform that regulates trading. So they regulate trading. They tell you for a share to move 110% a day, you have to trade 100,000 units of it. And just in case you did not report your quarterly earnings, they fine you. So, and that is why that's where they upload earnings. So if you want to see your earnings, you go to where? NGS. You go to corporate disclosure, and we have lists of companies there that you can search for, and we have weekly market report on that place. In fact, that website is huge, so you have different data from there. So I use that data a lot to be able to help me make more money in the market. So you need to understand it. What I say, NGS, it regulates trading. So it gives that instruction. If you are supposed to post your Q1, you have to give reason for the delay, without which after that day you'll be fine and you'll be taken seriously. So a lot of companies don't want to be in that game, so that is why they always drop their earnings at the right time. Before I mention the last one, I want you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I want you to hit the notification bell so that I get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Share it with your friends so that they can get a full details about the stock market, most especially those in diaspora and those in Nigeria, those who are just starting and does not know how to start. I think this video will be a good one to share with them. So the last one I want to share before we move to the trading platform, where you see how I trade, how I place trade, and how I do everything using the Leadcapital platform. The last one is SEC. So SEC sets and enforce rules in the market. So that's why I said, for a company to buy and sell, for you to use the company to buy and sell, you need to ensure that they are SEC approved, they have SEC license, because they are the one that set and also enforce the rule. In the case of CBS, you see how they took the issue serious, and they are trying to see that such will not repeat itself, and that's why they did the new act, so that all these Ponzi schemes will be eradicated. Because how will somebody work hard and took time to work for money, and you just sit in one place and just take up everything? It's actually bad. It's hot. If you've lost money before, you know how it hot. You won't take somebody else on. I've been in that show. I've lost money that it hurt me, so it makes me to know that if I feel like this, how will I make other people to feel that way too? So that is why you need to be careful how you take your money into all these platforms. Most times when people meet the right people, that's when they do investigation. But when they meet the wrong people, they don't do investigation. They just move ahead, and because of that, they will not have bad experience. So when they now see the right person, they will not be investigating the right person. Whereas we are supposed to investigate the wrong person. But it is what it is. It is the environment we've created for ourselves. So that is why I have to take out time to put my face to this and share you guys all this stuff, so that you know that these things are real. We actually want, if you're outside the country, we want you to come and invest in the country. So these are the steps you need. But if you're a complete foreigner, you can still invest in the market. You can still invest in the market. I'm just sharing those who are Nigerians and those who are outside. But in case you are a Ghanaian, you are a Togolese, you live around Africa, you live in the US, UK, and you look at the Nigerian market that is going up every day, is doing well, you want to take part, just as we are here in Nigeria and we buy US stock, you can actually go in also. Reach out to me and I'll show you how to get your account set up and how to make money from this platform. So I'm very, very sure you've actually learned one or two from this video, and you also share it. With this, you can explain to somebody else, you can help people. Each one teach one. By the time we do that, you find out that everybody in the market are also what? Making money. Because the number of people that are trading, they are not much. Nigeria, we are over 200 million, and I doubt if we have 1 million people trading. I doubt if we have 1 million people trading. So you can see the market is huge, and we just need to do our own work. And this is my own way of bringing more people into the market, so that they can see that there is money in this market. Because the market is a place where the impatient transfer money to the patient. And either you do buying or selling, or you buy and keep there. In some years' time, you'll be shocked that your life will be transformed as a result of this investment. So you don't need to be looking for Ponzi scheme around. You don't need to be looking for where you put your money and you just lost it one day. Look for a sure way. You are buying into real companies, and they pay dividends. And you go to AGM, they explain, they tell you how they spend the money, and they give you quarterly earnings for you to see, okay, are these people spending this money very well? Are they doing the right thing? You have all these things to look out for before you take any decision. So guys, I want to encourage you, just in case you are watching me and you've not opened your account, send me a DM. Let me assist you in opening your account. And in case you're interested in fixed income, maybe you're abroad, you want to do treasury bill, you want to do sukuk bond, you want to do FGN savings bond, you want to do commercial papers, you want to do fixed, you want to do this in dollar fund, anyone you want to do, these are sure vehicle. I did a video on how to do all this stuff. When I say 5 places to invest your money, I did a video. You can check my channel and see it, and reach out to me, and I will ensure I walk you through. So without wasting time, let's jump into the trading platform. Let me show you how to use Leadcapital platform to actually buy and sell and do your investment. So thank you. See you in the video right now. So let's go on. The first thing you want to do is to go to your browser. As you can see, I'm on Google Chrome right now, and you want to type lead trader. So that is what you want to look for, lead trader. So it will pop up. You see the lead trader. So this is it here, lead trader. You pop up, you click it. So once you click the lead trader, it's going to bring you to this page. So now you are here. So you have two options. It's either you're logging in or you're creating a new account. So this is a platform that connects you with the NGS, that gives you access to stocks that are being traded in the Nigerian stock exchange. So you have to ensure that you are using a licensed broker if you want to actually buy your stocks. So that is why I'm recommending this particular platform for you, because this is what I use also to buy my shares. So, and I want you guys to ensure you are doing the right thing. So starting the year with learning how to trade, you need this platform. And right here, what you want to do next, if you are new, you want to click create account. So once you click create account, the next thing you will do is to type the kind of account you want to create. Either you are creating for an individual or you are creating for an organization. So you want to choose individual. So now you need to impute your profile information. So you want to put your first name, you want to put your last name, you want to put your email, you want to put your BVN, and you want to put your account number. You want to put your phone number, I beg your pardon. So you want to put your phone number here. Then here you want to choose a username, and now you want to create your password. So you create your password and also you confirm it. Then so once you get to the referrer, you want to put this code here. This is the code you want to put, Josie 9809. So this is the code you want to put, and you want to click I have read and agree to the terms and condition. Then you click register. So after you click register, you only need to upload 3 things. 1 is your passport and ensure you have it, and 2 is your signature, and 3 you need your ID and utility bill. So these are the things that you need. But just in case you can't go through all this process, one way you can do it very fast and easy, if you're familiar with filling physical form, is to send me a message on WhatsApp, or you send me an email. Then I'll forward the opening form to you and guide you through how you can get started. It's very, very important you get started in the stock market, because that's one of the ways you can actually make money in the market. But what I want to do right now is to log in. You see, I'm already logged in. So let me log out so that I'll just show you how to log in. So now let me log out properly. So I've signed out. So what you want to do, you want to come to this place and click sign in. Now that you're here, you want to type your username. So I'll type my username now so that you know and see how it is easy to actually log in. So let's go. So you want to put your password. I don't want you to see my password, so that's why I'm hiding it so that you will not. Although you can, even though you have access to the account, you can't actually do anything with it because while you're filling the form, you have to put the account that the money will be. If you want to withdraw, that's where you withdraw the money. So whoever is tampering with your account, when it comes to the time of withdrawal, it will always eat your own account. So those areas you shouldn't be bothered about. So now we are here. This is my platform. Let me show you my balance. So this is my balance, and this is what I have in my portfolio. So this is the portfolio, and I just want to walk you through some few things that I think you should do or you should be using this app for or this platform for. One is you can come here and actually get a new trade. If you just want to place trade directly, you just come here, you click it, and it's going to come to this part. Then you choose whatever you want to trade. For example, I'll come here, I choose equity, and I'll come here and choose my portfolio. Then I have 7,000. Then I'll come here and choose the security. So you have a choice of whatever you want to buy in this area. So let's say I want to buy Owando, for example. I come here and choose Owando. Then what next is you come here, you choose if you want to buy at market price or you buy at limit, always go for limit so that you can determine how much you want to buy. So other term, is it for the day or for 7 days, 3 days, 30 days, 14 days? Pick it for the day. Then it asks for quantity. Say you want to buy 1,000 units of Owando. Then what price you want to buy at 56? So it's going to calculate how much you're spending and give you your balance here. So if you have this in your account, you click buy and your order will move straight to the market for execution. Same way you're doing buying, same way you can sell also, both ways. So that's a sharp move. You come to this place, new trade and all that. That is what you need to know. So let's come to this place. This is a home. We'll move back to home. Home is where you see, let me just explain this. This brokerage cash balance is money that's available to buy and sell. Then this one is the brokerage portfolio. This figure you are seeing here, they are all in stocks already. So that is the figure you are seeing here. Why this is cash. So you can still use this to trade, you can still use it to buy and sell. Why this gives you a kind of pie chart on how your portfolio is doing based on allocation. So you can see we have 99.2% allocated for equities and we have some for cash. So very soon I'll be adding some money here. So this fund will be balanced. You have lead balance fund which you can invest in and get some good percentage. We also have lead fixed income and we also have lead dollar fixed income fund. So these are the two ways you can actually lock your money if you don't want to be open to too much risks in trading or investing in equities. So you can come here and get 10, 15% a year, 5, 6, no matter how it is, you know your money is safe and you know you are going to still make money from it. So if we move to the next one is deposit. So one way to deposit also is to come here, put the amount you want, choose your method. If you are paying online or to transfer, and here you choose the account you want to put, and you put the value, and an account will be generated for you, which is here. So you see, Guarantee Trust Bank, Lead Securities and Investment Limited, and here is the account number. So you can come here and put the account number and make your transfer, and your money will be shown. You see your money here reflecting here. Then you can also come to this place. You click new equity trade and buy. That is if you already know what you want to buy. So that is all about the home and deposit. So let's come to portfolio. In the portfolio section, you actually want to see what you have. So you come here. So right now I have Dangote sugar in my portfolio and my entry is 42 is currently selling for 36.55, so which I still plan to average down so that you come to this part. So I'm placing a bet for the Dangote foods because Dangote sugar and Nascom are planning to merge, so that is why I'm taking a bet. So I've been loading Dangote for like a year. So I just every month I just put a certain amount to this place. So by the end of this month also I will add to it until when they finally merge. If the merger is coming next year, I'm ready to wait. If it's coming tomorrow, I think what I have here is fine. And I'll see if I can make 5 or 4x from it. So that is it. You see your security here. This is the quantity I have. This is the cost price. My cost price is actually 42. So it's actually above this. It's because I've averaged down. That's why you're seeing it here now. Then we have the market price. Don't forget that this stock rally to 49, pull back, it rally again to 44, pull back. And now we're still waiting for some informations that are supposed to push this market, but we're still holding strong and looking at what is going to play out in the future. So if you multiply this and this unit, that's unit 3476. If you multiply it by 3655, it's going to give you this as total cost. No, if you multiply 42 with this, it's going to give you total cost. Then if you multiply current price with this quantity, it's going to give me market value. I hope I'm not confusing you. If you multiply the cost price by the unit, you multiply the cost price with the unit, it will give you this. While if you multiply the market price with this unit, it's going to give you this. So my gain or loss currently, I'm losing 13.58%, and that amounts to 134,794 in terms of naira value. So from this section, which I'm showing you, which is the portfolio section, you can actually come here and either do an overview of Dangote Sugar, or you buy Dangote Sugar, or you sell Dangote Sugar. So that is the three key features you can do here. So I've shown you how to buy in the previous one, just going directly from the top of your home screen. And same way you can buy, you can sell also. Then what we will do, we'll look at this Dangote Sugar overview. But before then, let's come and look at asset allocation. Now, this asset allocation gives you a certain percentage on how your asset is being allocated. For now, we have this here, which is okay. This is the pie chart that I explained in the previous home section, but now we are going in details. So now this gives me 99.17% that everything is on equities. You can see it here. Then I have 0.83 cash, which is 7,157 as cash. And you can see for bonds, I don't have. For funds, commodities, derivative, real estate, money market, I don't have any asset there, which I also plan to have in subsequent video. If maybe I'm showing you how to use this platform again, you might see this area has been populated. But for now, I just stick to equities. And so now you can see I have a negative 13%, which of course it is not a huge loss, because very soon everything will become green. So if you come to cash transfer, so cash transfer, the way cash transfer work is you can transfer in between wallets, just like I explained to you guys in this place. These are wallets. So you need to move money to all this area if what you want to do is actually in this area. So that is why if you come to cash transfer, you can actually move from this account and you move the amount, then we can move it to any of those funds. It's not showing right now, but it's something you can do when there is. So it's something you can do. You can move it from this to this, and that is how it works. So let's so the destination account is not showing because I've not actually activated any of this. If I've activated any of these, maybe I've activated money market or bonds or funds. By the time I come here to do cash transfer, it will be easy. That is when the account that I've activated will pop up here. So why this one is showing is because I have a account. If I don't have account, this default cash will not even show. So let's move straight to the portfolio again. Let's look at so from here, by the time you are doing your portfolio review, which I encourage you to do every month or every quarter. So we can come here now and click Dangote Sugar Overview. So it will bring us to this point. So what we are doing is we are actually looking at Dangote as a whole. We are looking at its performance. You can see this chart just showing us some sharp movement about Dangote Sugar. So why this area, I show you a summary, the last price being traded, how many quantity, which is 5, close price, which was 36.55, and the highest price so far is still 36.55. Number of order that we have 200 order. So and we have best bid quantity is 42,613, and we have best offer price, which is 36.8. So investors are willing to sell at 36.80, why investors are willing to buy at 36.55. So the best bid price is actually 36.70. So they come to an agreement. So the bid depth is actually 1.5, while the best offer quantity is 100,000. Then we have the market cap, and we also have offer depth, which is 943, and we also have the opening price. We have the open quantity. We also have price change. So far we've added plus 1.53, which amount to 55 kobo. We also have today's change, which is this, and we have today's low. So far the market was low for 36.05 before jumping to 36.55, and some trades were executed at 36.70. We also have today's open, which is this value traded, which is like let's do three, that's 108 million. So which shows you that a lot of shares are exchanging hands. So 52 weeks low 28, 52 weeks high 61. So volume traded, and this is the date traded. So description: market is up 1.5%. So you can see here the trades that have been executed and the price. So these just give you a short overview, a quick overview. These are value traded. So you can come here and look for the bid. So these people are willing to actually buy at 36.70. Some are willing to buy at 36.60, 540 units, 12 units, 20,000 units. So these are the values investors, the price investors are willing to buy. So let's see what the sellers are actually saying. So the sellers are saying they can actually sell at 36.80, which is 100,000 units available for anybody that want to pick it. And they also have 36.85, which is also 109 value, and the price continue to increase. So investors are actually not relenting. They don't want to sell their shares for a cheap price. So this is just some sharp overview. You can see it is from portfolio that we went to. Let's go to my portfolio. So this is where we are, and we actually pick these, and we do buy sugar and sell sugar. And this is the overview that we clicked. So this is portfolio for you, and we move to equity. So move to equity. So this is equity. So this gives you list of transaction you've done. Everything will be here. And don't forget, you can actually download most of your trade that is happening so that you can do forensic um, overview, so you can look at it very well, scrutinize it, and check where you need to make some adjustments. So if you want to withdraw fund also, you can also do a withdrawal here. You choose account and you choose amount, put your password to be sure that you are the one actually requesting. And here will give you stock tracker. So you can actually add this, which like is a watch list. So you can come here and add stocks to your tracker and then put their price target. It will send you alert, or it will give you a sound when your price actually hits that price that you've set. So this is how you track some stocks that you don't want to miss. So we also have cash settlement. So this is where all the trade you've been doing, the buy and sell. And if you sell, if you're on direct cash settlement, it's going to hit your account. If you're not on direct cash settlement, it's going to be in your account. So you can come here and get your statement based on the period you want to search. So you come to this place, put your name, put your date range, and you download your PDF. So all your buy and sell actually come with what we have as contract notes. So contract notes give you details on everything you do. So the details it gives you is what you buy, how much you are buying, the charges that have been deducted, and all those informations you actually need to know how your money moving in your account. So you can see my debits because of this. So credits will be here. So you'll be seeing all the credit that is here. So that is how you trade in this platform. So I've shown you guys a portfolio. We've seen how portfolio works. I told you how from your portfolio you can add more. And if you are coming to buy new shares after maybe you've done your analysis on trading view, you can come here and hit new equity. And just like I told you guys, if you're interested in fixing your money or taking advantage of any funds, you can come here and book your fund. So we've talked about this. We have talked about equity, which I showed you what you can do, everything that has been done, your withdrawal, stock tracker, and everything. So now you can go to mutual funds, which gives you insight on how to actually buy any of it that is available. So you can come here, select dates, click filter. So all your subscription, everything that you are doing will be here. So you can see products that are available: lead balance fund, lead dollar fixed income fund, and lead fixed income fund. So all these are opportunity for you to invest in case you don't want to take too much risks. Sometimes you just need to lock in some money here and earn some good dividends from it. By the time you get some percentage at the end of maybe 6 months, 1 year, you will be sure that you have different ways that you are getting money from. So you're getting money from equity, you are getting from fixed income, you are getting from mutual fund, and you are getting from other places. So let's come to fixed income also after the mutual fund. So we have these. This will tell you your state, the state of your portfolio. That is your income that you book, and you can come here and book a fixed income, choose your money, everything. So maybe subsequent video I'll do this real time so that you see how you can actually take advantage of fixed income. So if you come down to this place, we have referral, so which I've showed you my code so that you can actually use my code to register. So this is my code Josie 9809. So just in case you want to register using my link, so this is what you want to do. You want to put this code and reach out to me to let me know that you actually use my code to register. So the next one is gift card. So you can actually gift a card maybe to a friend or anyone around. So you can gift, you can enter amount, you put the amount of gift, the investment you're giving from, then you put name, email, gender, and you make payment, and that is all. Everything will be sent to the receiver. So this year is the receiver details, so everything will be sent to the receiver. So this is another way for you to give gift. So we also have security overview. So in terms of security overview, this was where we jumped in when we click that Dangote Sugar overview. So for this, you can actually choose any of the platform you want to do overview on, any of the stock. I beg your pardon. So we can come here and say Cadbury, and once we look at Cadbury, the price is actually 25, and you can see last price traded, quantity, and you can see all the information. So let's look at people, how many people want to buy. So you can see this person is willing to buy at 25 and he want to buy 100 units, and the price continue to go low. Let's look at the offer price. This guy is willing to sell at 25, 35, and he's selling 80,000 units. Followed by this, he's selling 25,000 units. So this is how you know the details of the shares you want to buy based on the bid and offer table. So this will tell you what they are actually bargaining for. Why this gives you the value that has been traded. You can see 25 has been traded for so long. You can see 2505, 25. So 25 seems to be the price that a lot of investors are actually betting on. So that is this for overview. So let's look at equity overview, which shows you the overall market. So this is the overall market. So right now we'll click on our view to be 100. So we want to view 100. So right now we are going to say show 100 entries. So you'll be seeing everything that is happening in the market. So let's move it like this so you can see it is arranged alphabetical in alphabetical order. So you see Abe Buildings, ABC Transport, Academy, Afri Insure, and you see Afri Proud, Afro Media, Aiko, Airtel. So you see all these companies here. You see the ones that are gaining will be showing green, while the ones that are losing will be showing red. So ABC Transport is actually losing, while Academy is gaining. So you can see Afri Proud is gaining also. And here gives you the last price. This gives you the closing price in the previous day, which is 30, 60, and currently it's selling for 33. So this VWAP is just the average between these two. You're not to bother much about this. This is the main thing to focus on. So this is the current price that is selling today, and this gives you the volume that has been traded 2.5 million. And if you now multiply, this is the value 82 million. That's 82 million so far. And you see here, you see the bid depth, and you also see the price and all that. So these are the details that I've shown you in the previous section. So this is all you need to monitor the market. You see the green, all these ones give you what is going on. You can see Dangote Sugar has gained 1.53, which is 55 kobo, and you see the price. And you also see that of Elan Lakes, and you see Enusel, you see FCMB, and you see Guinea, and you see Intelligence. So these are companies that are actually doing well. So you see MRS has gained 8. Yesterday, it actually gave up these gains. You can see from 166 jump up to 174. So we see Nigerian brewery also has done 30 kobo, which is from 31.70 to 32. So which is also a good jump. So you can see all of them is only regardless, not only so to speak, but it's just doing one kobo, and that's like 1.37%. So all this shows you the overview of all the equities in the market. So you can see all of them here. So let's see the okay, yeah, you see bid, you see offer, you see trade. So here is the blotter. So the blotter gives you what is happening in the market. You can see Japan Gold is selling for 2 naira 2 kobo. You see 59 units. You see ETI 28.90, 300 units sold at the exact time. This is 13:47, and that is like 1:47 if you look at the time here. So you can see this is the time if you want to see it proper, but you're not bothered about the time. Julie selling for 930. You can see CNI leasing for 346 units. You see Transcorp, you see UCAP. So this is how you see trades that are being executed real time on the platform. So you are seeing you see Jitco 5920, you see the unit 3489, and you also see another unit below which is 1650. So this gives you what has been happening in the market. So real time. So you can see and check previous ones. You see trade that have been executed before we log into this part. You see Mazad. So this is just too easy for you to navigate, and that is how you make money from the stock market. So I'm teaching you this so that you can decide to actually do this full time. So all you need is to master this platform. Then you understand technical analysis. Then you understand fundamental analysis. Then you use here to execute your trade, your buy and sell, and that's how you make cool money. I know you are wondering why these places are empty. So these places are empty because you are supposed to pick a particular company that you want to see their bid and offers and trade in that particular company after you watch all this. So if we now observe everything and see how companies are going up and down, trades are happening. So we say trade is actually academy has only gone up. Let's still look at another one. Okay, let's look at charms for example. You can see charms. So what you would do now to actually get most of the details of charms to pop up in this place so that we can see the bids for charms, offer for charms, and trade that are happening on charms. So what we'll do, we'll go to charms now. So by the time we get to charms, we're going to click on it. So guys, it's so interesting. You come here, you click on it. So once you click on it, you come down to that box that I show you. So you see the box has been populated, it has been filled. So now they're telling you that this is the bid. People are willing to pay 2 naira 10 kobo, and they're willing to pay 2 naira 8 kobo, 2 naira 7 kobo. Why the sellers are very, very adamant. The sellers are selling for 2 naira 12. You can see the difference between 2 naira 12 kobo and 2 naira 10 kobo is 2 kobo. So you see why we have bargain hunters in the market. Because of 2 kobo, this guy cannot adjust to sell to this guy, and this guy cannot adjust to buy from this guy. And that's how sometimes people miss opportunity, because you just see a guy just come and just wipe everything here at this price because of the information they have. Before you take such action, you should be able to have informations that are not available to a lot of investors. So you can see trade that happen here. We have this trade happen at 5 million. So not 5 million. They are planning to buy at 5 million, but the price they are putting is 186. Sometimes you wonder if price will get there, but who knows? So this is, you can see this is sell because you sell to them, and this is buy because you will buy from them. So that is the interchange of all this. So you can come here and buy direct from this, or you come here and sell direct to them. To be able to understand what I show you here, you can monitor the market from this particular part. So let's look for third one before we move to the next. Let's look at MPF Microfinance Bank. So we'll come to this place. Don't forget, once you click it, it's going to change this color to indicate that it has actually provide some data for you. So you come here, you can see the bid, see the price, see the quantity, you see the bid, see the price, see the quantity, and you see what has been traded also. Then this is the general market to see what is going on in the market generally. So you see the trade. So guys, I'm very, very sure you've been able to learn how to navigate the lead trader platform, and this will actually help you to navigate your way, and it will help you to actually make more money in the stock market. Don't forget that the stock market is a tool that is designed to actually transfer money from the impatient to the patient. So you need to be patient. And one way to exercise that patience is for you to watch this video to the end. So that shows you have patience to make money. So here is just a chat. If you want to chat with any of customer care in case you have any challenge. But if you want to open an account, you can send me a WhatsApp message or use my code and let me know that you've used my code so that I can follow up to ensure that your account is set up so that you can start making money. So this is just a few steps for you to see how this market works. So for a recap, we talk about home. Home is where you see everything you have, and we come to this place. After home, we talk about deposits. You can put your figure here, or after you put all this figure, the account will be open here. You see the account details here, so you can choose to ignore what you are doing here and actually just transfer to this. So once you transfer, your money should reflect in your account. So you come here and you see portfolio. So portfolio will tell you everything you have in your portfolio. So come here and look at equity. So equity tells you the list of trade you buy and sell. This is where you modify some of your trade. So what we will do right now, we will buy one stock. So what we'll come here and click equity overview. Choose here to be 100. So we'll pick 100. Now we have all the 100 shares. So one thing I just needed to draw your attention, if you look at everything I'm showing you, didn't see UBA, you didn't see First Bank, you didn't see some of those companies. So because we are on the equity board, so if you now move here, you now see we have premium, we have debt, we have M fund, we have all of this. So what you are interested in is premium and equity. So what I showed you before was actually equity. So what you need to know now, we have what we call premium. So the premium give you, you can see now we just have few stocks in the premium. We have Access, we have Dangote Cement, we have First Holdco, which is formerly First Bank, and we have MTN, we have Seplat, UBA, WAPCO, Zenith. So these shares are the top capitalized companies in the Nigerian stock exchange, and they make their way to the premium board. So I just want to show you this. So let's jump back to equity. So this is equity, yeah? What we are going to do in this equity section now is very simple. We'll look for Dangote Sugar. So I just want to show you guys how you can actually buy shares. So this is a section where it's very, very key because once you know how to navigate, you might not even know how to navigate much, just know how to buy and sell, how to deposit and withdraw. You are good to go. The rest is just for you to know your fundamentals and technical. And just in case you are too busy, you can reach out to me to help you to give you some nice recommendation that will actually give you good returns. So you can either come here alphabetically, look for D. This is Dangote Sugar selling for 36.55, or you come to this search bar and look for it. So you come here and you type down sugar, you see DA down sugar is there. So we'll click it. So once we click it, we'll get details. So from what we are looking at is people are willing to buy at 36.60, and these investors are willing to sell at 36.80. So we are going to buy at 36.80 so that our order will be filled. Or what we're going to do, we are going to place our order above this, which will be 36.70, so that we can top the table. So what you will do that we studied it. So what we do, we'll come here, wait, actually it's going. So now I'll click submit. You want to come to this place. I told you it's two ways you can do it. Now I use security overview. You can come here and just do new equity trade. So security overview will help you kind of get a view of the company you want to go in. So for now, we want to buy Dangote Sugar. So you just give it time, it will readjust to Dangote Sugar. So you see everything is here now, summary of everything, and you can see trade that has been executed. This one has been done 36.80. So we are going to use this price to buy, to place our order. So what you do here, you click buy. So once you click buy, it's going to come to this section. So instrument type is equity that you're buying, and portfolio is this, and you see my balance just reflected now. So you come here, price type, you want to use limit, and your order terms, you want to say good for the day. So quantity, you actually want to put it at 190 units. So we want to buy 190 units. The price we are buying is 30, we're buying at 3680. We're buying at 3680. So what we have is 7,074 kobo. So we'll click buy. So now it comes to summary where you're going to now look at your order and you finally click submit. So now say transaction successful. Your trade order has been submitted and you click continue. I told you this platform is a unique platform. You can actually see how things is being done. So what you see now is your order has been booked. That is, it has been placed on the order book. So once they start to buy from it, you now see order executed. You will see order executing once they start to buy from it. But once everything is sold, you will now see order executed. So in case you place an order from here and you want to see your trade, you just come here and click security overview. No, you come here and you click portfolio. You just come here, either you click portfolio, you click equity. So once you click equity, it's going to show you your trade. You can see what I'm trading now. I'm buying 190. So you can come here and check see details. So if you come here and see details, you now see your order. And if it is partially filled, you see everything. Everything will be seen here. So that's how you check. And in case you're not fine with what you did, you come here and click cancel order. So the order will be cancelled. So I'm very, very sure you now know how to navigate this platform and how to also buy from here. So the same way I just showed you guys how to buy, you can actually sell also. Let's pretend as if we want to sell Dangote sugar. So all we need to do is to come here and click sell. So we'll come here and click equity, come here and click portfolio, and you see we'll come here and we choose quantity and you click sell, and you will see your money in your wallet. So, guys, that is how you're going to invest in the Nigerian stock market, and that is how you gain access to the NGS where you can buy and sell equity. So, that is all for this section. Thank you.